From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 11.
Tonight, following breaking news, a serious crash in Trenton this evening. One person airlifted to the hospital moments ago.
Train roaring, like a train rushing.
Also tonight, witnesses describing the moments before trees came crashing into their home from the weight of heavy snow in the southeast. And helping Oneida County dairy farmers survive, that being the goal of a recently imposed action plan. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Don Shipman. There are currently more than 200 dairy farms in just Oneida County alone. These farms employ more than 500 people full-time, and they're finding it hard to make ends meet. It is your top story. So tonight, the Oneida County Executive, Anthony Picenti, hosting a forum at Cornell Cooperative Extension in Oriskany to discuss issues concerning local dairy farmers. The purpose of this forum was to present the Oneida County Dairy Farmer Sustainability Action Plan and discuss its progress. The action plan is designed to aid dairy farmers in promoting their products to increasing sales and jobs in the dairy industry locally. Picenti says that there are many ways that the county can help farmers do this.
Schools have gone to skid milk. We're trying to get whole milk back into schools. We're trying to improve the overall economic development of our farm issues. It is the #1 industry in this county and in the state, and it needs our help.
Picenti says that the county is looking to create more competitive dairy farming industries here through education, partnerships, and economic investments.
Trees can't handle it. They're going to lay down in the lines of wherever. The roads are in bad shape, and it's hard for us to get into them. But we'll take care of it one way or the other.
Tonight, the worry is that more power lines will come crashing down. Millions already bracing for what could be another difficult evening across the southeast. That winter storm has crippled communities from Texas to Virginia. Tonight, 3 people killed. Here's reporter Jay Gray.
Millions across the southeast are digging out and plowing through the remnants of a massive winter storm right now.
This storm dropped staggering amounts of snow, ice, and rain.
More than a foot in some areas, tearing apart trees, pulling down power lines, leaving hundreds of thousands in the cold with no electricity.
We were without power earlier, and I've mostly been checking on family to make sure that everybody has what they need.
What many need right now is a way out of this mess. In some areas, skis or sleds are the only option. Roads are more like slip and slides.
Coming out of this light, I started spinning and lost control of the car. Thank God somebody came and helped me because I couldn't get it moving at all.
Also at a standstill, thousands of flights canceled or delayed. And while the precipitation is just about over, the problems aren't.
And with cold temperatures today and freezing nights ahead, the snow and ice and the danger may not go away as quickly as they came.
This winter storm, a mean one, that in many areas will linger for days. Jay Gray, NBC News, Charlotte.
And now a first look at your forecast at 11 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Tonight, the big story weather-wise is the chilly temperatures.
It is downright cold tonight, Don, and it is a lot colder in places to the north compared to places in the south. Let's take a look at the Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are looking at dry conditions. The current temperature is 14 degrees. It's at Griffiths, and that's kind of a middle point. The north country is in the single digits, and then south of the valley, temperatures are in the low 20s. Our weather headlines: cold tonight. We have some light snow in the forecast for tomorrow night. And in general, the weather is looking pretty quiet as we look ahead. Really not too much in the way of snow accumulation this week. Temperatures will be in the 30s over the next few days, and then a warming trend is expected. We'll take a look at your shovelcast, and like I said, not really expecting much in terms of snow, although you may need just enough to brush it off, as we do have some light snow in the forecast for tomorrow night and into early Wednesday. 15 degrees tonight, an increase in clouds and cold. Have a look at your Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, and it's coming up. Don, back to you.
Okay, WKTV.com for weather anytime. Go to the weather section, and if you're on your desktop or your laptop, on this page you'll find the hourly forecast and the weather blog. In the meantime, I encourage you to download the News Channel 2 weather app. You can find it in the Apple App Store or Google Play. Meantime, closings and cancellations can be found on both platforms. All right, now to that breaking news. This video just into us of a car crash in Trenton. Emergency crews are still on the scene right now. This is on Powell Road in Trenton near Hinman Road. At least one person badly injured. Again, this is in Trenton, and just moments ago, the victim was airlifted to the hospital via Mercy flight right here. You can see the chopper taking off from the scene. Mercy flight taking that person to the hospital. This happened just before or just after 10 o'clock, but just before 11 o'clock is when the chopper took off. I want to say just about 5 minutes before 11. So here's what we know. We know that at least one person was badly injured in this crash. Here's what we don't know. We don't know how many vehicles are involved, how many injuries, what caused the crash. Of course, we're going to stay on this story and bring you the latest information as it becomes available. Again, go to our website for more details at WKTV.com. A Camden man was seriously injured when his broken down car was hit by a school bus. This happening on Penny Mix Road in the town of Camden today. There were no students on the bus at the time. A helicopter landed at the Camden High School to bring 27-year-old George Simmons to the hospital. The United County Sheriff's Office says that Simmons was partially ejected from his car and suffered head, neck, and back injuries. He's listed in stable condition tonight. The driver of the bus was taken to the hospital too for evaluation. A lot happened overnight that allowed schools in the VVS Central School District to open its doors to students today. Now, it was all after a Snapchat, a potential threat by a student on social media. News Channel 2's Gary Libator is on the story tonight.
Oneida County Sheriff's vehicles could be seen outside of VVS High School all day on Monday, and deputies were inside.
In the early morning hours, we received a third-party report. It's not the person who sent it, but someone who saw it. It was a post that was concerning in nature to them. They, in turn, notified the Sheriff's Office.
Oneida County Sheriff Rob Mashel says the post was a Snapchat, a message posted by a male VVS High School student, and a person who was part of the group message on Snapchat notified the Sheriff's Department at 2 a.m. on Monday that they were concerned about the post.
Immediately when we got that in the middle of the night, our deputies commenced an investigation, interviewed all the parties involved, along with notifying school officials about our investigation. We were able to determine before sunrise that the threat was non-credible, but still it concerned a lot of people, so obviously we follow our normal protocol, notifying the school. They in turn make notification to the parents.
As far as what the actual message said, the sheriff is not releasing that information, and he says he's not even calling the post a threat.
The person reported seeing a concerning post on social media. I guess that's probably the better way to describe that. You know, and a lot of people, speaking in general terms, you know, they tend to put their opinions and feelings out there, and you know, a person hitting the send button may not think that that's offensive or threatening, but someone reading it certainly could interpret things totally different than the intentions of the sender. So, you know, we want to stress to people, before you hit that send button, make sure you know how your message is going to be perceived out there.
Could there be charges brought against this student?
No, our investigation at this point is closed.
A big birthday party in Rome tonight. The Capitol Theater celebrating 90 years this evening with a silent feature film and inviting the public to join at a cost similar to what it would have been in the 1920s. News Channel 2's Callahan Marshall has more now from Rome tonight.
Dan, there was well over 100 people here tonight, all coming to celebrate the big 90, and some even drove hours just to be here. It all started back on December 10th, 1928. This theater came to life, and now it's poppin'.
The customers say a lot of things. A lot of them for the first time go, wow, it's really beautiful in here. And a lot of them that have been here before say they're glad it's still here.
Many movies have been played here throughout the years, and people came from all over to watch the silent film Lilac Time, which was played 90 years ago. And when I say all over, I mean it. These two came from Vermont.
Oh, it's marvelous. You know, I come here every year, as does my mother here. We love classic film. We come here every year for Capitol Fest. That's how we discovered the Capitol Theater, because...
It's loved by all for its uniqueness and its older feel. Now some familiar faces are looking forward to another 90 years of excitement.
And they have a very promising future. There'll be significant investments here. There are so many memories of the Capitol for so many people.
Last year, Rome got a $10 million grant from the state that'll go towards revitalization. And the theater is getting some of that. So that money will go towards visual upgrades for the theater. Reporting in Rome, I'm Callahan Marshall, News Channel 2. Don?
All right, Callahan, thank you. And coming up here, we're going to continue to follow that breaking news out of Trenton this evening, where there's been a car crash, one person being airlifted to the hospital. Also tonight, there's an app for everything, and now there's a day to celebrate apps. Bill.
At the bus stop tomorrow morning, it's going to be a cold start. We're in the teens in the morning under mostly cloudy skies, but it's looking to be not quite as cold of a finish. Temperatures near 30, mostly cloudy. Have a look at your forecast coming up.
You're watching News Channel 2 at 11 with Don Shipman, weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and sports with Spencer Davidson. News Channel 2, where the news comes first.